Perhaps the next beatitude is one more needed in our time than any of the others. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they should be called children of God. I've never lived through such an angry season. It seems to have grown more and more hostile with race relations, gender relations, Brexit or non-Brexit, the American election coming up, shouting and screaming in the streets. More and more anger is reflected in our generation. On Twitter and Facebook, people expressing real anger, hostility, as it were, shouting at one another in such an angry way. It's such a tragic time, and people are losing one another in the midst of it all. Even when we see sport and sometimes the camera comes close up behind someone taking a corner or a throw-in, and you see the crowd behind them screaming obscenities and anger. And Jesus comes into the midst of this and says, blessed are the peacemakers. God wants peace on his planet. The Old Testament made such a big thing of shalom, peace. Peace was a highly valued Jewish concept, the shalom of God, the sense of peace. Jesus came as the Prince of Peace, actually in stark contrast to what many expected the Messiah to be. They were looking for a warrior king like David. But Jesus came speaking peace and offering peace. The Romans had offered what they called the Pax Romana, established by crosses. Yeah, they imposed their peace. You just had to come under their yoke. You just had to come under the authority, the frightening authority of Rome. And the streets were lined with crosses to show they were in charge. They were running things and imposing their peace. In other words, you all agree with them. Jesus came and said to his followers, turn the other cheek, go the second mile. Give your cloak if someone asks for a coat. Jesus came bringing another kind of value altogether. And the Church of God is meant to exemplify this peace. We must learn it amongst ourselves, not retaliating, being slow to speak, swift to hear, willing to hear the other guy through, willing to bring peace where there's anger, turmoil, hostility. The church should just show this incredible ability to handle hostile situations, bringing peace. Why? Well, because we know the King and we know that's what he wants. So don't retaliate. Somebody puts something up against you, hostile to you, you don't have to retaliate. Someone speaks ill of you, you don't have to retaliate. No, we learn what all these Beatitudes have been saying, the meek, the lowly, the humble, the merciful. All these Beatitudes tie together and produce this kind of people who look like the children of God. They've got the family likeness. This God is bringing peace to the world. It's exemplified in his people. The Church of God should be a harmonious community, living in peace, communicating peace. God bless you as you live the peaceful life before God.